watching a watching a movie on watching a movie on Tubi. I just got this yesterday. I'm using it now. It's a gimbal. It's like a replacement from the one that I had. Hello, Ethan Ramos. What's up, man? Destiny Vaughn. Hello, Destiny. What you guys doing? What you up to? What's up? It's Sunday. It's a little late. I'm up watching TV. Just decided to say hello. I'm gonna go to sleep in a minute because I need to wake up early tomorrow morning for Majesty Monday affirmation and quote and poem. So join if you like. We're reading Joshua, the book of Joshua in the NIV version. I do realize how inept that version of the Bible is, but it's what I got. Somebody gave it to me, so I'm reading it on here. So these are stickers that came with the contraption. Let me show you the box. Give me a second. So that's what it is. This thing right here. The phone's on it right now, so I don't have to use my hands. This is the SE stabilizer from DJI. It doesn't have an extender, and I can't use the abilities when I'm on live, um, like face tracking, because it's just not connected through YouTube. I can only do that by using the DJI app. So it's not gonna do anything in terms of connecting. Thank you. So there it is. I purchased it yesterday for $77. That's with the warranty. I did have one. This is not the one I had. The one I had was smaller. It was the 3, I think. And this portion here would extend. This one doesn't. Remember, like the selfie sticks, but this one doesn't. It's a little heavier. It's not that heavy, but it's a little heavy. But that's what I'm using now, hands-free. I opened it up yesterday. I didn't use it yesterday. I went to the beach, but didn't get a chance. This is a cool graphic. Check this one out. It's all black and white. So they're just stickers. So I got this one. It comes with this one. I like this one more because it has more stuff on it. Or whatever. Right? Let me see. And then there's this one. There's 2 of them. Hello. Hi. Hi, Aubrey. So see? 2. DJI. This graphic and then this one. And there's stickers. So the stickers came in this little bag, which is cool. I didn't even know I had stickers. And it came with this bag. So it's DJI right there. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it says Osmo. So the bag's pretty neat. I put it in there. That's where I don't get any scratches and stuff like that. The one that I had, which I think it was the 3, I don't remember, but it had a strap. This one doesn't. So the strap, you put it on and you can hang around with it and it won't fall off. This one you have to hold it because there's no strap, which I think the other one was smart. Here's another sticker. It's a memory card. It's another DJI sticker right there. And then there's this one. So this one's made with a magnet. The other one has the actual holder is connected to the stabilizer. This one you connect the magnet to the phone and then the phone, the magnet to the fulcrum. Well, not the fulcrum, but the other end. So that's pretty nice. I don't know where these go. I don't know if I can put them on. I think I could probably put it on the device. Maybe, maybe not. And then there's this one. I think there's like 5 stickers. And then there's that one. Which I could have thought about getting this one, which is, the drone. But I went to original. This is my first device that I started my photography with. Not this one, but the one I had that I had to give up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 stickers comes with that DJI. This one, story, true story. When I went to go get it, I was online on Facebook, looking at Facebook Market because I didn't want to pay that much. I didn't have a lot of money. So I thought, well, let me go on Facebook Market. Let me see if I can see it. And if someone's selling one at a price that I can afford, then I'll go pick it up. So there is someone on Facebook with the one that I had. So the one that I had was smaller. This extended to give you height. So if you're standing in a crowd, like a selfie stick, you extend it and you can over the crowd. Oh shit! So I'll show you the movie that I'm watching too. It's a pretty strange movie. I think Gwyneth Paltrow is in it. She looks like Gwyneth Paltrow, but I don't think she is. So the movie's called Upside Down on Tubi. I watch Tubi all the time because it's free for now. And then when it's not free, I'm not going to watch it anymore. I'll go to the movies. So true story. So I'm on, so I go to Facebook, try to find someone who's selling this contraption at a good price that I can afford. Found someone. I asked her if I can test it before I purchase it, right? Which is only the right thing to do because I purchased this PlayStation from somebody. The PlayStation I have now, the PlayStation 4, from somebody on Marketplace. I didn't test it. It works, but the CD doesn't work. It has a CD area, but it doesn't work. So that happened to me later on. I was like, oh, it's not working. Purchase done. So she didn't contact me back for this purchase. So I said, I went online. I went to Best Buy. I found it. $58 was the price. I got the 2-year warranty, which turned up like $77. What's up, foodie? What's happening, brother? How are you? So when I went over there, I'm looking for it because usually the last Best Buy I was at, they had an Osmo section, they had a DJI section, just like they have a Sony section, just like they have a sections for certain products. So I couldn't see it. Good, man. Good to hear from you, bro. How's mom? How's the family? And so I'm looking and there's a lot of people. It's the holiday, so there's a lot of people in this plaza shopping, of course. So I'm being patient, and I said, I think you can go online and check to see if they have the product actually, because they weren't picking up the phone. They were really busy. Good. I'm glad, brother. Good to hear that. So I'm looking, man. I'm looking in the camera section. I'm seeing one of the cameras that I wanted to purchase, which was the Canon R, like $700. I might be getting that soon because that's what I love to do. I love taking images again. I have my own photography business. I'm getting it back, and this was the first tool. This was the first tool that I purchased that helped me enter that realm of editing. So I would do videos. I would edit them on my computer or on the phone, actually, and they're pretty cool edits on the DJI app on the phone, which is really nice. So that was lost, and all of it was lost. So I'm looking at the camera, I'm like, they have, I think the R24 is the most recent. Thank you for the like. I think the R24, the Canon R24 is the most recent, I suppose, Canon mirrorless camera. Sony's are beautiful. They're great. I know they take awesome pictures as well. But I'm a Canon guy. It's like people play video games on computers, which I know how, the computer games are way better because they make it on computers. So when you play a game on a computer, it's way better than playing on a console. Way better. But I'm a console kid. I grew up playing consoles. So the game can look great on a computer. I actually have a gaming computer, right? So, and I know this total difference, big time, beautiful graphics, and that's visual. Anyway, so I'm like $700. Wow, the one that I bought was the first camera I bought was a Rebel from Walmart. It cost me like $400, and that's the one I started with. And then I got another upgrade. At that point, it was They weren't mirrorless. They were I forgot the name. I haven't been doing it in such a long time. But now they're mirrorless, which is beautiful. Look, shutterless. It just makes the sound. So there's no mirror. There's no actuation. You just built your PC. You finished it, or you just started? Yeah, I'm a PS guy, man. You know me, brother. By the way, this is Brooklyn Foodie. You do have a channel still, right? Say hi to him, like, share, subscribe to his channel. I think he's still doing that. He does play video games. That's a great friend of mine. So say hello at Brooklyn Foodie 2025. 1,500. The total cost of the build. Wow. So yeah, I know your computer's off the hook. So I'm looking in the camera area, you know. Okay, do it to it. There you go. There he goes. He's opening his business. Is that for the food? Is that the one? Because I know you're an entrepreneur. I know you got hands and everything. So check him out, guys, at Brooklyn Foodie. That's your YouTube, right? HCP Wings. Okay, so that's your new spot. Good cook, by the way. He's an amazing cook. So there's his information. Check him out. He's in the local area. Can you see me, right? I gotta come see you, get some food for me, man. Because those ribs. Oh, you're doing wings. Okay, I need some wings. But thank you, man. Dios te bendiga. So I'm looking in the store. Again, hit him up. He's there. There he goes. Got another smoker? Nice. He's a great chef, by the way. He got some great recipes, great flavor on his food. Check him out. Excuse me. So I'm looking and I'm not giving up because I'm, in a sense, I need it, right? And Father God know that. I'm going over there. I'm talking to Father God all the way there. And, I do it every day. The most I can, even when I'm being bad. I talk to Father God, say, Father, I'm trying. I'm not perfect. But I need therapy. I need like this kind of therapy. So this is my therapy. So I'm there and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm being really, I'm looking up at the signs. Am I in the right section? This is the cameras. It should be here because it's for media. I see a gimbal. It was like $99. That was a little bit too much for me. So, I would be making a sacrifice purchasing that one. They now come with these exterior cameras that you can control it by gestures and take pictures and things of that nature, which is cool, wonderful. And if that app is utilized while you're using YouTube, it's even better because you can use, like I got this, you see I do that, I can do that. I don't know if I can flip the camera, but maybe I can. Let me try. So it doesn't let me flip the camera using the device. I have to touch the screen to do so using YouTube. So I don't know if there's an API where I can connect it, so I can use DJI features on YouTube. That'll be a good thing while I'm using the DJI stabilizer. So anyway, I'm looking, man. There's a lot of people. I'm not really a crowdsy person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll go somewhere if I have to. I'll do what I need to do and I'm gone. I went to the beach yesterday. I was in Daytona. I took a great picture of the sunset. Beautiful. It's expensive. Gee, that thing is like, I can't afford it, man. Thing's like $500-600. I bought this for $77. I'm happy for now, right? It was there, but yeah, I was looking at it. I was thinking about the drone as well. The drone, I want to get into that. I really do. Because it's imaging. It's, for me, it's creativity at my level that I like. Cost you $900? Yeah, bro. I don't got it like that, man. So it's okay though. But you got one. So is it good? Do you like it? Is it awesome? You did, yeah. You had a good drone too. I remember you showed it to me. It was traveled pretty far. I had a drone, but I had like a Walmart drone. Practicing. You do? I know you do. Yeah, I did check out a video because, I was doing research again. I know that one's out. I know that one's expensive. So I'm in Walmart. I'm in Walmart. I'm in Best Buy, which was in Winter Garden. That's where I went. Winter Garden Plaza. What do you mean they're getting banned? Is flying the drones is not even for commercial purposes? Like if I want to do like a walkthrough video, of a real estate property that's being sold. Oh, DJI is getting banned. Oh, I didn't know that. I gotta look it up. So yeah, I'm watching this movie, but let me show you the movie. It's called Upside Down. If you guys get a chance, it's my first time watching it. I haven't watched it in a while. Well, it's my first time, like I said. There it is. It's a weird movie. It's a weird movie. I like weird movies, so that's why I'm watching it. So it's a security issue. FCC is trying their hardest. Oh, with the drones, but don't you have to get a license if you go a certain height, and you gotta like do like if you had an airplane, right? You gotta schedule your flying. That's where the FCC comes in, I think, right? I'm not sure. It could be a security issue. I agree with that, but can't do what you want anymore, huh? National security, absolutely, I agree with that. That I do agree with. But if we wasn't messing with so many people, we'd be okay. We could have freedom, but we can't because we're at constant war, which is sad for those of us that just citizens trying to live life, making it harder for us. Yeah, not for recreation. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you want to get paid, exactly. That's what I want to do. I want to get paid. A friend of mine. He's also a photographer. He's an amazing dude. Rigo, what's up if you out there? He was doing drone and he was showing me how, he was doing the drone real estate. Super nice. Once you learn that level of controlling it, I gotta get there. So that's what I'm trying to do. But anyway, I got this thing. So I'm looking back to this original true story. Thank you for the conversation. I do appreciate it though. Yeah, no. I know. I know. I know. It's literally for a pilot, right? And listen to this. When I was in Sanford, I was living like by an airport, the Sanford airport, and I would see the planes over every day. I loved it. I loved it. It was awesome. I loved watching it. And I was looking into trying to at least get a ride or learn how to be a pilot. It was like the Cessna planes. So I'm still into that. I'm still looking at that. But life happens, and I had to recalibrate everything. So I'm getting there. So yeah, I'm in the store and I'm looking, man. So he owns two Cessnas. Get out of here. What's up with the classes? They're expensive. Because I would do it if I could afford it. But everything in due time. Can't have everything we want when we want it, right? So yeah, I'm looking. So when you go to a store, there's so many things to look at. But if you know what you're gonna get, you go get it. Right? That's what I do. When I know what I'm gonna get, I don't sit in the store and linger around looking at stuff. I need something, I get it, and I go. Don't need to spend any more time looking at anything else because I don't need anything else. So but it's I'm an electronics guy. People love electronics. I'm looking at the TVs, nice gaming monitors. I have one. It's really small, but it works. It's a Scepter. It was given to me. Somebody gave it to me. That's awesome, which is great. So the games look good on here. You guys seen it? Gee, you've seen them, right? When I played God of War. So anyway, I'm there, and I'm looking, and they have all these pretty new things, right? Everything is new, crispy, right? Lighting is set perfectly so that you can feel like a moth attracted to everything with a pretty light. And so I go over to like the end, so it was like Sony, Canon, PS4. I think I'm talking to it. The microphone just came up on the PS4 screen because it thinks I'm saying. Let me put it on mute. That's probably why. So finally, I'm looking, and I go to the other side because like I said, colors and lights are all over the place. I go over to the other side. I'm looking briefly. I'm looking at the beautiful gaming monitors because that's one of the things I'm getting this year. But I'm gonna get the things that's gonna help my business, right? Which would be this DJI, which would be the camera. Those things that come first, right? Of course. Then my editing would come in with the gaming monitor. I'm waiting for that, but that's how I was doing that. That's what I was doing. I had the camera. At one point I began to need a faster, more reliable computer. I was getting there, but I was still editing. I was using free editing software, and my man Gino's. Well, let me start. My bad. I didn't say your name, but my bad. But Brooklyn Foodie is really more advanced than me in all these things. And I used to go over there and we used to look at the stuff that he had set up and how he worked it, the things that he knows. And I thank you for that, by the way. Thank you for that knowledge. So that helped me keep going. So I was there. I was doing it. I had a couple of clients. I had done like 2 Sweet 15s, a baby's birthday. I filmed a sorority. Is it a sorority? Women. Like 12 women I filmed. That's right, I know. Tell me. Trial and a lot of learning. And it was nice. It was fun. They rented this place. They all met together. They were sorority, so there was like this anniversary or whatever. And I was there early in the morning and late at night for like a whole week. And if a photographer and a videographer, I would tell them how much I got paid, they'd smack me in the face. But that's not what I was doing it for. I was doing it to get clients, her other friends, all her other sorority sisters. So I had to, I gave her good prices. She was like, okay, great. They gave me more, right? They gave me more because they saw the effort and the work that I put into it. I gave them access to the drive. They did what they wanted after a time. Yeah, after a time, I actually stopped giving them access because they were just going too wild. I want to change this. I'm taking it. So I restricted to access only, and if they requested something, they would have to pay me for it because it was my property. So I had contracts. I had a contract. I was doing, I was doing what I like to do. It was good for me. It was really, is what I like to do. Is what I fell into, and I was learning so much, and I was being creative. So that was the best part. Learning how to color and blurring and all that stuff, man. It was great. It was like, and even now it's even more intricate. There's a lot more technology. There's a lot more, stuff that I haven't been around. So anyway, I'm looking, and I see a box underneath the Canon display where they have all the cameras on top, and then underneath they have a cabinet. Now the cabinet where they store the actual product in the box that they're going to sell to you, because those are displays. Sometimes I heard that you can purchase a display at that price, but I don't know. It takes some negotiation, but it can be done. So I'm looking, and I'm standing at the corner of the display, Sony, all these brands. And I'm just looking, I'm like, where would they put it? I'm looking for a DJI section. They don't have it. There's some other products, but not the DJI. The last Best Buy I went to was in the Loop in Orlando, in Kissimmee, right? In half and half. In Orlando, I don't know, half and half. They had them there. They had a whole display section with the stickers, with the, saying DJI. Then they have the gimbals that set up like that, just how they have them. But the ones that they had there on display, there was 3 of them. But I didn't know the companies. It was nice. It was sleek. It was thin. It was black colored. It had one of them things. Maybe I should have spent the extra $20, but I didn't because this one I thought was a better purchase. It was $77 with the 2-year warranty. Thank you for the like. Appreciate you. So I saw the box. I saw this box like this in the case. Because what's really good about some companies or department stores, have stuff in the back. You have to ask, which I would end up doing, which I was about to. But then I spotted it. So underneath they had Canon R boxes, which are big. They got the Canon, the because you don't buy the lens. The lens you buy separate. Everybody that does photography knows that. So the actual camera itself. So the boxes are big. They're way bigger than this. Probably like this big, and they're all in it. And this is sitting right on top of one of the camera boxes, right there like this. And I'm looking at it. And I'm like, I don't recall this SE. I don't recall that because I didn't purchase it. I purchased another one, which has the same color but a lot lighter, thinner, and an extender, like a selfie stick. So I saw it. I was like, dude, that's got. I'm just thinking to myself, that's it. That's after going out there, I drove out there. It took me like a half an hour. I wanted to drive out there because it gave me something to do. So I ended up walking around for a while and I left. It's a great place, by the way. It's Winter Garden Plaza, really big, a lot of stores. Again, I'm not I am a social butterfly, but I'm not, if you can get me, So I saw it, called the lady, said, let me get that. And she goes, so I know the price was $58 because I looked it up on bestbuy.com. I knew it was $58, which to me was great. So I said, yeah, what's the price on that, by the way? I think it's $58. So she was like 50, like she had like a weird look on her face, like, what do you mean? Yeah, it's $58. I looked it up. And if it's not, I'm gonna go on the website because I have it. Which I think I still had it up. There's some things down here that I know they are. What is this? Playable puzzles? Is that advertising on my? What is, I know what that is. That's the chat room. Okay. So she opens it up. She pulls it out. I look at it. She says she's gonna price check $58. Sold me the 2-year warranty. I got it. I'm gonna tell you something real sentimental. Like it really, really took a lot out of me when I had to sell those things to pay the rent, because it happens, man. And that's what I was trying to prevent by having my own business, LLC, the whole thing. But I loved a little bit too much, but not myself. So I blame myself, of course. That's I don't blame myself. I'm just taking responsibility. It happened. So when I purchased this thing, I was gonna use it yesterday. I went to the beach, to Daytona Beach, and I was there almost all day. Very nice. Went to a restaurant. The food wasn't good. I didn't pull out the DJI. I was just walking around, enjoying myself on the beach, sitting down, eating food. Took a couple of good images on my phone, but I didn't use it. But I had it, and that in itself, I'm using it now, right now, hands free. So I'll be using it more often to do videos, so I can edit, so I can learn again, so I can do what I like to do, which is be creative. So thanks for coming on and saying hello. I will be on in the morning tomorrow for Majestic Monday affirmation. Got a quote, famous quote, inspirational quote, a poem, and Bible reading. We are on Joshua, the book of Joshua. That's where we are now. So thank you so much. You guys have a beautiful evening. Get some rest. Good luck in Brooklyn. God bless you and your fam. And los perritos. What, a drone or the DJI? Because that would be cool. I've seen them. A drone following you. That's pretty cool. Your pound, yes sir. Yeah, gimbal. Yeah, this one does that. But like I was saying earlier, I don't know if there's an API connection, like another app that I can use. I can connect the two, that I can use the tools on DJI for YouTube. So I don't have that ability with YouTube. I can do it like if so basically you go like this, you press the plus right on the green, and you go and you pull it across the screen, and then record your every movement. Yeah, it has it. I can't activate it using, or I don't know how to activate it if I was able to using YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I just thought about that. I'm gonna do that because it would be neat, right? Because they show commercials that it's doing that, but it's just the app, I guess. But we'll see. I'm gonna do that. Probably do that tomorrow. Thank you for that. Um, gee, the model, this one that I got. Is that what you're asking? I think I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. I can't see Jack, and Jack can't see me. But yeah, cool, cool. That'll be great. I want to see it. Yeah, definitely. I know it's dope. I know it functions properly too. So I'm out of here. I gotta get ready for mañana. God bless. Thank you for coming in. Remember, at Brooklyn Foodie 2024, Wings, right? Wings and Things. Check him out. He's in Kissimmee. He's on YouTube. And thank you much. Love your soul, not your role. You already know. Listen twice and speak once. See you on the next one. Have a great night.